It's Saturday morning, so it's time to watch some Superman the Animated Series with the Krypton Report and Nate McKenzie of Superman the Animated Podcast. What's up, Nate?
Hey boys, great to be back again, talking about Superman the Animated Series, which I can't wait to finish off the series first trio of episodes, and yeah, looking forward to this one.
I know it's proper that you're here with us for this one. Uh, so I've been up I got up real early this morning. I went and got donuts at this local donut place that if you don't get there when they open, on Saturdays, you're not getting anything. Because they are ridiculously good and they sell out. And I got there, I thought they opened earlier. So I got there, I thought I was running behind, and I got there right as they opened. I pulled in and I looked, it said, "Sorry, we're closed." I was like, "What?" And I looked, and then it said, "We're open." So that was cool. I got them. Sayla woke up. She was going to go with me. She woke up and she goes, "Daddy, just go get the donuts and tell me when you get the donuts." And so she ate one and then went back to sleep. And Solomon just woke up and he's like, "Dad, I'm just going to go sit and wake up. You guys go ahead without me." So no solo today. But James got Alora, his little Kryptonian princess, there attacking him. So there she is.
Hello.
There's the beauty.
I heard her, so I knew it. I knew she was there.
Hi.
So,
Hi.
but today, everybody, we will be continuing Superman the Animated Series, The Last Son of Krypton. We're on part 3. Grab your breakfast, grab your coffee, grab your drink, or grab some water so you don't stay awake like poor Nate, who's getting ready to go to bed soon. But are you guys ready? I have mine on Max. We're gonna do
mine on Max as well.
Like always, 3, 2, 1, and play. So here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, play. Got Bugs eating a carrot. Never skip the intro. If we did, that would throw us all off. Now, this is I want to throw back to while we go through this last week's episode. I kind of wish this Last Son of Krypton was maybe a 4-parter. And I say that because I would have liked episode 2 to just been more Smallville focused instead of being split up between Smallville then him in Metropolis. I would have liked it just the whole thing to been Smallville and then this episode pick up Metropolis.
Yeah, it picks up with the plane crashing.
Yeah.
I'd say, where are you? Because the problem with Max sometimes is it'll start even at the very end in the credits if you've watched the episode before. So I kind of had to just swipe back.
Okay, I got the title card, Last Son of Krypton Part 3 with the plane going down. I am at well, my counter's going backwards, so Clark just got the back of the plane. Or
all right.
Did.
All right. I skipped back and I got there. We're synced now.
All right. Direct. Nice one, Clark.
Yep.
Let's talk about yourself in the third person and reveal your secret identity.
Well, hopefully nobody's got a one of those Barry microphones.
It's like the plane flying through. You can't do Superman properly without having some sort of plane incident.
The fact it's in the middle of Metropolis, though, I think that was pretty incredible.
Yeah, that's like in Supergirl, in the pilot when she saves the plane and stuff. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, heck, it's the best scene in Superman Returns.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the plane rescue.
It has a couple of my favorite shots in it, just quick edits that I think are just super effective. But then he just leaves the plane in the baseball stadium see ya.
Yeah. No longer not my problem.
Yeah, I saved it. You guys can figure out how to get it out of here and
I just loved how he shoved his girlfriend or his wife in the water.
I know, I mean, this is the first time we do see like Superman is stopping a plane. But it looks like he is struggling too at the same time.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know the physics of everything that would need to be like. That was one thing I did like in Superman Returns is how like when he's trying to stop the plane, you see like the metal wave
Yeah.
and every like through it. Like,
Yeah, that big ripple effect is one of the best things.
I think a lot of things we don't talk about enough in this series is actually his costume. Like
Yeah.
it's iconic. I don't think you can do much better than that, to be honest.
Yeah, it's perfectly classic. It's great. The boots are good. The length of the cape, you know. I mean, just and then the character design and the barrel chested look of the characters that was here in the Timverse.
but it's also
Love how she calls it, and love how she says he's Nietzschean, and that's how
Yeah.
she comes up with Superman.
I like how quickly and easily they're like. I like Jimmy Olsen's just like when he's like, what do you call it? When he's like some sort of flying guy.
I like that where Clark is just, it's I love that when Clark kind of just travels the world, not knowing who he is, but just helping people in the shadows, kind of a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
like,
know,
it's his nature. He can't not do it.
yeah. Like Amy Adams says, the only thing you can do is stop helping people, and I sense that's not an option for you.
For you, yeah.
Yeah. Love that
I
line.
don't get why
Yeah,
that's not
same.
Superman. Yeah, that crazy guy from Gotham.
And straight away, we know we're in we've got Batman's mentioned, Star Labs is mentioned straight away, and and the car's talking.
Yeah. Okay, is this the first time of maybe Lois Lane kind of having the purplish eyes? Like even in the comics later, like we start to see they kind of give her purple eyes and stuff. Like, do you think is this the first example? Anyone out there know? Because I would say so. I could be wrong, but but I think so.
I mean, to my knowledge, it is.
See, she doesn't even need notebook and pen. She remembers all this stuff. That's how good of a reporter she is. She's
Yeah.
she's all good.
Ooh, flirtatious.
She's like, "What's it take to get you out of that cape and blue tights?"
Whoa. I like this framing. Can I just say how we start on Lex?
Yep.
And then Lois steps in, then Clark steps in. Like you're like,
I do love that Clark's onto him straight away.
mm-hmm.
And who doesn't have a shark in their in their fish tank in the background?
Right? Who doesn't have a shark in a large tank? Like 130 stories above the city. I would say that's a post-crisis thing, isn't it? Where she dated him for a short time.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, even reading everything, like it's all so convoluted still. You're like, Tasnia. Uh-huh. Yes, he did.
So that's why this is one of the best Lex Luthers, you know?
Yeah.
Like all this
Yeah.
stuff, you know, they put the pieces together and it works in theory, but there's no evidence, no way to prove.
That's what
Yeah.
makes Lex the best is, oh, there's Bibbo.
I love Bibbo, but also love the fact that the voice actor behind Bibbo is also Lobo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just wish that like Bibbo wasn't wearing like a belly shirt, you know, but whatever. It's more like a
They just
belly,
can't find one that fits.
Yeah.
exactly, a belly sweater, you know.
You can't find the big and tall store in Metropolis.
My favorite Bibbo is what do you call it? The Death of Superman Bibbo film.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for him to get announced for Superman the movie. Like we're rounding out the Metropolis crew. Like I need a Bibbo cameo. Don't tell me. Just let me pop up. Okay.
Yeah.
I need a
Yeah.
Bibbo.
Let us see an Ace of Clubs, like or Ace of Spades restaurant or something, bar restaurant, and have Bibbo be the proprietor.
Yep. I need, and then I need like a Maggie Sawyer and a Dan Turpin, like in the police. They're very easy cameo characters to work into the script. Don't tell me they're in there. Just let me be surprised. Okay. Soda. Oh yeah, Soda. Who was I supposed to call?
Yeah, she'll be okay.
What the heck, man? Dang, Soda.
Man.
Of course, his name is Hans.
Yep.
Guess Casnia is
right
some
there.
sort of Eastern European country, huh?
Yeah. See, look, she's an attractive visitor. If she had been ugly, wouldn't have got on there.
Right.
The world is cruel to ugly people. It's not fair. Casnia.
Trying to restore friendly relations between our country. Because I'm a mercenary, stealing and killing.
Pretty much.
For some reason, I hear the word diplomatic and I see the ship and I think of Lethal Weapon too.
Well,
diplomatic immunity.
like that's like I think that's because the first place I ever learned about diplomatic immunity and everything was from Lethal Weapon 2. So
there's a diplomatic immunity has been revoked.
You gotta do the head nod. Just been revoked.
Look at my new mug.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That weirdo in Gotham.
Mm-hmm.
I like how we have the classic blue suit, red tie Clark, which is great, but I say, I don't like when Clark wears Superman's colors when he's trying to like be Clark.
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
true.
think Clark works best like in grays and browns, more earth tone, you know.
Yeah.
And then Superman's more, primary, so that you don't ever have that image. Like even on the 4th of July, I see Clark wearing like maybe white.
Right.
Like, he's like, I just wear white shirt.
Can't
white
wear
shirt
red,
and blue
blue.
jeans. Yeah, he just wears white shirt and some blue jeans.
Either that or he has to go like way over the top, wearing like American flag, just like everything. So it's so gaudy you don't even recognize him.
The hat, the glasses.
Yeah. The big old glasses, like stars on them and stuff.
I think it's funny because you like red, white, and blue, America. Nate, just a quick quiz. What colors are on your flag, sir?
Exactly the same colors.
If Luke Bug was here, I'd ask him the same thing. Like, what colors are on your flag, sir?
Right.
It's like someone designed a flag and then's like, you know what? I'm gonna rearrange this and sell it to different countries. Like here's yours, England. Here's yours, France. Here's yours, Australia.
See, that's so cool. I love the way he's just zips in and blocks the bullets, just like super speed in and stops the bullets. And then his eyes glow red, but there's no laser beam. And he burns the rope off of her.
I like when he catches the bullets. Just the idea that what do you call it? That like the ricochet and everything could go somewhere, so he catches them to make sure that they can't hurt anybody.
Yeah, I always love the way that suit deploys, though. The way the bat comes out and then the seat drops down, so the pilot can jump in. I just watched I Know What You Did Last Summer, and somebody got bashed in the face with one of those. A huge hook.
Isn't it ironic that we all know who John Corbin turns into, but he starts off inside of a metal tin?
It works very well.
Hmm.
Have they said his name yet?
He just introduced himself as John Corbin to Lois before.
We were making jokes about flags. Which would be cool if you didn't know, like watching with, as a kid, you might not know who Corbin is.
Yeah, well, I mean that's it. Like as a 10-year-old, 11-year-old when this started, I didn't know that John Corbin would be Metallo.
Yeah.
So seeing Superman in this first opening set of episodes fighting this giant machine, and then we're gonna get there, but the animation when that water from the hydrant is running down his face, we'll get there. That's great animation. I've always loved that. But yeah, see, him fighting this, and let's go around without the suit.
Yeah,
and then later on he becomes Metallo. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
It's an evolution of his character. Look.
Yeah. I love when the shell just comes out and goes in the front of the police car.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, shooting him, it doesn't work, but I'm just going to keep doing it anyways because I don't know what else to do.
Right. It's not killing him, but it's interesting how, those high caliber rounds put him down.
Mm.
That was one of the big things about this was they depowered Superman.
Yeah, they had to make it so he was vulnerable. And honestly, it worked fantastic for this animated series.
Yeah.
I think it had to in some regards. Otherwise, the episode, you couldn't last for 22 minutes every episode if he's as powerful as in the comic books.
But especially because this is much more action driven. Like we've talked about little bits here and there. Like we never really get to the Lois and Clark relationship that we all really want in this series. Like it's always kind of building and teasing.
Right.
But this was definitely good.
Oh, it's something that I really enjoy about stories of Superman, especially when you start early on, and it's something they did in Smallville very well, is that he continuously gets stronger. In the first episode here, he's being put down, not put down, but hurt and having a hard time against a guy in a giant mech suit. But then later on he has to come face to face with Darkseid.
Yeah.
Like right now Darkseid would probably pummel him.
Get used to the theme right here, culminating in the episode.
Yeah, I love the Shelley Walker theme.
Yo, me too. He got one leg now. Superman took his arms out, took his leg, left him one leg. Whew. Little breath. Now, Superman, what he should have done
was stop him from falling. Yeah,
yeah, he should have went down there and caught him so that he didn't, destroy the sidewalk, because that's a lot of work.
Yeah, the close up right here.
Too bad.
And Lois is straight into Perry.
She's right there, just
She's
chilling.
right
falling
there. Like the machine missed crushing her by like 6 feet.
This is one of my favorite scenes in the whole
Thank you.
series.
Just the slow descendant. Like, you see his legs coming down. He's just there.
We already have a window washer.
I love it because it just Lex's arrogance. See, I like that. I like that when it comes to Lex Luthor. When his technology helped build Metropolis to make it the city of tomorrow, that people work for him even if they don't realize they work for him because of what he owns and everything. Like, that's when I think he gets really dangerous.
Yeah.
But I do love how Superman's doing the silent treatment, and this is really getting to Lex.
And Clancy Brown as Lex is just fantastic.
Yep, I agree.
I love this. Just flying. Way to go, big guy. You're okay. That's truthful. I mean,
Yeah, everyone probably forgot about this end scene. Going back to the first episode, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah. I think it's cool
some
that it
alien stumbling across that satellite.
Yep.
What's that, Tyler?
I was gonna say, I like that they, like Nate said, it pulls it back around from the first scene, but it leaves it open instead of like coming back to it later on in the series. We're here.
You get the blood splatter across the side of the ship. Like I know Brainiac left everybody to die, but that was like kind of an inaction on his part, like saving himself. But in this, like, he's like, nope, that's not just it. He's gonna destroy and kill.
All right, so we have completed the first arc of Superman the Animated Series.
Woo!
Woo! The Last Son of Krypton. And it's good. It's good.
Oh, I love this show.
It's
I need to get the Blu-ray. I have the DVD set. I need to get the Blu-ray set.
There's some of the ones like that I already have that I'm just haven't been so quick to go out and just rebuy right away, just because I was trying to at least get a copy of everything first. Like,
right.
Like Nate and I were talking about when you came on, for all of our listeners, about how years ago I had the opportunity. I was at Target and they had the Ruby Spears Superman, and it was like $10 for the DVD set. But I didn't realize it was the Ruby Spears because like the packaging was a little off, and I had already bought like the Fleischer series multiple times because they kept repackaging and changing it. So like you're like, oh, I don't have this one. Then you go home and it's the same one. They just put different art on the cover. So I was like, I didn't get it, and I still wish I had, because now like it's harder to find those DVDs.
Right. Well, we were talking about Superman Returns earlier, and I just kind of let it blow by. Like, that's the first movie I watched when I got my Blu-ray set, was Superman Returns, because no matter what, it's a beautiful movie. Like, it's gorgeous. And I mean, like, I know they came out with a 4K set, or is coming out with one of the two. And that's the only one that I'd be interested in having in 4K, the the original 4 is unnecessary in my opinion. Blu-ray is
Well,
plenty fine.
I just like for 4K, if they did a 4K box set for Superman exactly like the special edition Blu-ray box set, then I would buy it. But yeah, I just I said before, I like the extended or the director's cut of Superman the movie better than the theatrical, just for the little bit they added in. I would like that in 4K over the theatrical.
Right.
So, but all right.
Have you guys actually seen the extended, like the TV version of Superman the movie?
I watched it once, and
I
we're
know.
watching it. We're watching it next year as part of our the year of Superman. Like,
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, which means I got to try and get it between
Which-
now and then.
or you or you just come and visit, and you sit on my couch with me. and
Yeah,
we
we
watch
can
it.
do that. We can
Yeah.
watch it for 3 hours, just chilling at your place.
Exactly. It's interesting because there's some cool little. I've watched, like I said, one time.
Yeah.
If anyone
same.
else has watched it, who's watching, chime in. I bought it because I was intrigued by it. But there's like stuff in it you can definitely see, like, okay, I understand completely why this is cut. This is just filler scenes, so it's an interesting watch. It's just it's not the one I would pop in all the time, but you can tell where they padded it out. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, that is a good collection. If you were to buy one, James, I've seen that release. When I bought it online. It was just the 3 hour, but the two together is a better, because that's the cut of Superman, the non-theatrical, that you can really see Kirk Allen and Noel Neal in, and you get the shout out that it's Lois Lane on the train. So
Yeah.
well,
Which
happy
shows
Sat-
Lois Lane being younger than Clark.
yeah, which is interesting, but whatever.
Yeah.
I would say
true.
usually I'm pretty sure it's more of the reverse. And I
I-
don't think there's as much of an age gap, more of like maybe a couple of years.
Yeah, I like Lois being a little older.
Hmm.
But happy Saturday, everybody.
Yep.
We'll be back next Saturday with episode 4. I don't remember what episode 4 is. After
I think it's a little piece of home.
Fun
I
and
think.
games.
Oh, fun and games. That's
it's
it.
Toy Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to think for a second. Yeah, and we'll talk about Toy Man, because this Toy Man is creepy.
Little piece of home is episode 5.
Yeah.
And that's only okay. So I do want to point out, like I said, after the first 3 episodes, we know those are okay. James and I we're talking about, we're watching this on Max, and I've pointed this out to the kids with animation, that you can go to one streaming service and they'll have them in an order, and then another streaming service will have them slightly different. And then, like, when James and I learned, when I purchased Justice League Action on Apple, he purchased it from Amazon, and then we pulled the order list from IMDb to reference, and they were different.
All 3
So-
of them were different.
So as we were
Oh,
going
wow.
through, as we were going through, we started to get lost of where we were, because we were like, oh, the next one. So we had to like tweak it to catch up, to make sure that we were hitting every episode, but we were staying on a path that him and I.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sometimes Tyler had to watch them out of order. Sometimes I had to watch them a little bit out of order,
Okay.
just
So
so
we're-
we were watching the same episodes.
So we're going to pay attention as we go through Superman the Animated Series, just because, we know the first 3 have to be the first 3.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but all right, you guys have a good day. James, you have a good Saturday. Nate,
And I
get
will
some
talk to you
rest.
later.
Yep.
All
Will
right.
do.
All right, guys. Bye.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Take care, Nate.